Good morning, everyone. Happy spring. I wanted to chat about spring support because when I joined Young Living almost 7 years ago, this was a big thing for me. And wow, like the entire course of my experience with Young Living and shifting over to a healthier lifestyle, my spring body has never been better. This is such a huge topic for me because I was, born and raised in Kansas City, south of Overland Park area. And when we have hay season, when we're mowing out here, when all that stuff is getting stirred up, when things are getting, growing and then blooming and all of that, stuff in the head, stuff in the nose, stuff in the throat, all of that, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that's what I dealt with my entire life. And, there's so many people that deal with that all the time. And what it is, your body reacting to the outside forces, right? Like that's what we hear. But then what we need to also think about is how our bodies are protected with battling back. Okay. So you may have heard your gut health has a lot to do with your overall wellness, right? This goes for this case as well. Seasonal respiratory support is also supported by gut health, good gut health. So that's where I'm going to start here, believe it or not, because it's like, wow, she's going on the gut first about seasonal respiratory support. But I'll get to the rest of it. So to support the gut, we want to talk about probiotics. We want to get the good bacteria in the gut. We want to help to create a good colonization of the good bacteria because we want 80% of our gut to be healthy bacteria, good bacteria, and 20% of our gut to, not be we need a healthy balance. So some of it needs to be the bad bacteria. The others needs to be mostly the good bacteria. So we get the good bacteria that helps to support all of our body systems because when we have a good healthy gut, then it's supporting all the systems of our body. Life 9, hands down, great supplement. 17 billion active cultures with 9 active strains of bacteria and the 9 best strains, some of the 9 best strains that you can get on the market. These you do have to refrigerate once you open them, and taking them before bed is what's recommended for that. So that is an excellent start. If you're finding that you're dealing with seasonal respiratory issues, blowing your nose a lot, your eyes are kind of itchy, all the things that I dealt with. Like I was there. This is what I have found. This, Ningxia Red, all the time, like every day. I'm saying all the time because I always talk about Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is the best thing for you if you do nothing else for your body daily. Okay? Got it? Getting the good nutrition into your body to help your body function the way it's designed is key. You can't do all of these other things if the foundation is not there. If the solid foundation of good nutrition for your body is not there. You have to get the nutrition. You have to get the antioxidants to help clean out the bad stuff that's been in your body. That's what Ningxia Red does. That's why I love it so much. And I got started drinking this because it helps to support eyesight. Like it does so many things. Well, when you give your body what it needs, it does amazing things. That's why we talk about nutrition. That's why we talk about probiotics and gut health. Here's another probiotic. If you've got kids that are needing some support, KidSense, Mighty Pro. I actually took one of these last night because I love them. As an adult, you need to try it because it tastes like candy. It tastes like a pixie stick. Just rip it open, pour it back onto the tongue. You would never know it was a probiotic. Kids love these. I love these. A lot of adults love these. But this is a great option next to the Life 9. This is a capsule. This is a dissolvable, like a pixie stick. It's like that, but there's no sugar in it. So 2 options there with gut health support. Going to the oil side of it. I have my diffuser running with 3 different oils right now. There's a key oil that we're going to hit on a lot in this video because I want you to remember that it's a key oil for this time of year, especially with seasonal respiratory stuff. Okay, I'm staying compliant here because I'm not talking about diseases or symptoms, right? We're not treating anything. We are helping to support the body's natural designed wellness that it's supposed to do. So in my diffuser right now, I have lavender. I have eucalyptus blue. And my diffuser's over there out of the shot so you don't see it, but I have it running and it smells amazing in here. I have eucalyptus blue, and normally in the past when this oil's been in stock and I've been savoring it, so I'm substituting it this time. Normally I would have Idaho blue spruce in with this mix as well, but I substituted Northern Lights black spruce instead. It's in the same, family, more or less, for the plants with the trees and the spruces. So it has similar supportive properties for the body. And so that's why I chose Northern Lights black spruce. Eucalyptus blue, eucalyptus family. You may have heard a lot about how it helps to support the respiratory system, opening up the airways. It's a nice, clean aroma, all of that awesomeness. It smells so good. If only there's a smellogram through the camera, like, oh yeah, I know what she's talking about, Kristen. You got it. It smells so good. And then lavender. Lavender is the one that I want you to look into more deeply this week. If you're not familiar with all the oils quite yet, lavender, if you haven't dove into this one yet, look into lavender, because this is a key one for spring or any kind of seasonal respiratory issues. Got it? Look into your reference book or the app if you have that, or just simply Google and look up Young Living lavender respiratory support. See what comes up. There's a lot of stuff out there that you can go empower yourself on, but just be sure to keep in mind where the sources come from. Okay, you're gonna possibly see some crazy ideas and you're like, well, I don't know about that. So that's why we're here. We're here to answer questions and help to support and help to clarify anything. But these 3 oils right here are some of my favorites for respiratory spring support. Other ones that you may see, and I've used, and I love them as well, and they all come in the premium starter kit, is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So lemon vitality, peppermint vitality, and lavender are 3 great ones. Lavender vitality also. So you can take all the vitalities internally in an empty vegetable capsule. You can put the lavender, lemon, and peppermint in the diffuser for aromatic. Here's a big one. If you are, here's how my story with lavender and respiratory support came about with spring stuff. When I joined Young Living in 2012, I was reading all these different things about lavender and how it helped to support seasonal respiratory stuff, okay? I'm like, there's no way I have taken all of these different things my entire life. How can this bottle of lavender, how can this drop of lavender actually do something that these other things have not obviously been able to do very well? So I Googled, being a massage therapist at the time, just getting out of school, I wanted to figure out where the reflex points were for the seasonal stuff. And I found there's a seasonal point. And seasonal I'm using in substitution of another word. It starts with an A. That point is up here on the tips of your ears, so the very rim upper part of your ear, okay? Hey, Jen. Oh, hey, Laura. Hey, Jill. Popping on. So this point right here is where I started applying my lavender. So all I did, I'm going to show you. All I did, and this is how you get a drop of oil, if nobody's shown you before. You hold it above your hand and let it drop out slowly. 1 drop. 1 drop. Okay. Circle 3 times, because that's activating the DNA in the clockwise formation of the DNA. Spiral. And then all I'm going to do is apply that lavender to the top of my ear. Just the rims, just the upper rims. That's all I need to do. I mean, don't worry about if it gets in your hair. Essential oils are not oily. You might see it's a little oily for a moment, but I mean, if you watch the oil on your skin, it gets soaked in so fast because they're not thicker proteins. They're not big molecules like carrier oils are. And so what I'm doing now is rubbing the rest of the lavender, that one drop, on the back of my neck. That's all I'm doing. And then there's still oil in my hand, like I smell it, so I'm rubbing my hands together, cupping it over my nose and mouth. So I'm creating I got this from Ed Daly, a scent tent, and just inhaling it in. And even so if your eyes are bothering you too, you can even cup your eyes, or your hands over your eyes. Just be aware, if you have peppermint in your hand, it might cause your eyes to become watery. But look up the properties of lavender in your reference book or reference app. This is why I'm talking about lavender so much. It's very powerful for this time of year. It's the key essential oil for spring, summer, fall respiratory support, period. Okay. I choose to apply sometimes, when I got started into it and I was really trying to support my body with getting the junk, the processed, the synthetic chemicals from things that I've taken medically for thinking that it was going to help my body, trying to get all that stuff out to help my body create its own balance again. Using lavender in partnership with Copaiba topically. So I can put this on my ears like I just did. And if I want some extra support, put a drop of Copaiba on. Copaiba has been said to help magnify the benefits of these other essential oils it's used with. Okay, because it goes in there and helps to clean out the receptor sites and helps the essential oils go in. And yeah, it's awesome. Oils work so synergistically. So there's an option for you there. If you're the lavender itself is not just cutting it. Guys, one hit wonder is probably not going to do it. It's especially when you're getting started into it, because your body's going to go through a process of detoxing. And if you've been taking anything that causes your body to hold in or apply, whatever, because antiperspirants do the same thing. If you've taken anything internally or topically that is supposed to keep stuff in your body, like sweat, like sneezing, like watery eyes, your body's going through that response because it's trying to rid junk from your body. It's trying to clean it out. That's a natural process your body's trying to go through. But society has created this idea of, we need to stop sweating. We need to not sneeze. We need to not ever cry or let our eyes water or anything. But reality is our body was designed a certain way, and those are elimination systems that if they get blocked, then you're blocking in toxins and you're not helping your body in the long run. So that's why I really love the oils and love Young Living in general, is because all of these products help to support our body to do its natural designed function. We want to sweat. That is a natural cooling system. So I've switched over to their deodorant. I still sweat because that's what I'm designed to do. But because my body has eliminated so many of those toxins that I have accumulated in my body over the years, I don't really stink. I don't think. At least I'm not told I stink. The only time people say they can smell me is when I smell good, because I've got all the oils on. So that's an option for you. If you're oh my gosh, I don't know. If you're dealing with this respiratory stuff, I'm giving you ideas on other ways that you can look at it to help yourself support your body, so you're not having to deal with these respiratory things anymore. Because honestly, nowadays, I barely have to ever apply for the purpose of what we're talking about, these oils, because my body is pretty much cleaned out at this point. And if I'm around any kind of synthetic whatever, my body pretty much is I notice it. I may get a headache, my throat, it kind of closes up a little bit, because I've had to deal with that before. All of those synthetic ingredients, now my body's okay, now I'm around it. Now I know the difference. Now I know what's good for me and what's not. But you have to keep in mind, as you're going through this process of going from that older toxic, harsh chemical lifestyle, merging into a more natural lifestyle, your body's going to go through a process. You need to make sure to be drinking water. You need to be sure, guys, I'm going to throw this up again. Ningxia Red in your body. Like, support your body because it's going through a process so that your body can be stronger and healthier later on. And use your oils to help to support your body with what it's going through. If there's an emotional block that you're trying to work through, use your oils. If, you're going through respiratory support, needing to boost that up. One time, like I said, you may notice a difference right away like I did, but don't be surprised if you end up noticing it sometime, later on. Like I said, it's not a one-hit wonder. You're going to continue to support your body as it's going through this transition of cleaning itself and balancing itself. So as far as internal, with the vitality oils, I mentioned that you can use the peppermint, lemon, and lavender vitality oils internally in a capsule. You can also do that with lavender vitality and copaiba vitality in a capsule and take it internally that way. That's what I was doing for a little bit. Especially as I was like, okay, I need some extra support along with the topical. For the internal end of it, I was putting 5 drops of Copaiba Vitality with 5 drops of lavender Vitality in a capsule. And if you're not sure what these capsules are that I'm talking about, I think I've got some up here. Or maybe I don't. But they're empty vegetable capsules. They're at the arena. Taking them internally like that, like I said. So it's supporting your body from the inside out. What is the purpose of peppermint and peppermint and lemon vitalities? Well, lemon vitality is very cleansing for your body. Okay, so it's going to also help to get those toxins, those harsh things out of there that's causing reactions with your body and having all those those things that you're dealing with respiratory-wise. So it also helps to clean out any kind of buildup. Like I'm coughing on purpose. Peppermint helps to amplify the other oils that it's used with. So it's like a great follow-up oil. Plus it's very cleansing and helps to do all these other things. I'm not going to list it all because peppermint's a very common one. And then lavender, of course, from the inside, the vitality, having that support from the inside. And along with the probiotics we mentioned, Digest, an oil that comes, Digest Vitality, an oil that comes in the premium starter kit. Just had it out. There we go. This is something, if you just have the kit right now, needing to have some support going into your body, Digest, probably not the best tasting oil ever, but guys, it works wonders. And earlier I mentioned how the gut health supports overall health and also the respiratory health. Digest might be something that you want to take internally in a capsule to help get your body jump started into cleaning itself out and helping your gut rebuild itself as you're waiting for your probiotics like Life 9 or Mighty Pro and your Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red's not a probiotic, but nutrition, okay? So there's just a few ideas on how to support your body's wellness during the spring months. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know, or the person who introduced you to Young Living and invited you to this group. We are excited to help you become a healthier, happier person. So have a wonderful day, guys. Happy spring, and I will talk to you very soon.